Let's learn from John Durham just exactly what confirmation bias is, shall we?
Confirmation bias, as was alluded to, has to do with our human tendency to accept things that we already think are true and to reject anything else. In this instance, there are any number of significant red flags that were raised that were simply ignored. If there's evidence that was inconsistent with the narrative, they didn't pay attention to it. They didn't explore it. They didn't take the logical investigative steps that should have been taken.
Okay, so the FBI had confirmation bias. They had a narrative that they wanted, and they ignored information that didn't line up with that narrative. Don't you think that's pretty earth-shattering?
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet next to me. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. I can't contain it, I'm coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta struggle through the sewer. What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Yeah, man. TruthSlinger here, coming at you eventually. Turn the lights on. There we go. Hey. I changed some things around in the studio, so I forgot what the hell everything is. So, hey, what's going on, man? Episode, is it 8? Did I get the episode right? 83. Am I on 83, 84? What the hell is it? I thought I changed things. 77. I think 78. Hey, move your thing. 78, yeah. Oh, I don't know. It must be 82. I don't know. Let me check. So anyway, what's going on? TruthSlinger coming at you. Let me see. Where were we? 84. Shit, we should be on 85. Wow. Well, we'll just go change that. So anyway, episode 85, right? God, man, we are just turning the corner on these episodes. It's crazy. A lot of news going on. I don't even know if Banana America Day is right anymore. So, but we'll just worry about the date. What do we got for the date? 6/21. Yeah, the date's right. I think I must have just made a misstep there and made it 85, right? So there we go. Is that all fixed up? There. Now, see, now that we got all the technical stuff out of the way, right, we can talk about things, man. What is going on in the world, right? Well, we're watching the Durham hearings today. That's what we're doing this morning. I'm taping this show on June 21st, 2023 in the AM, and it is day number 78 of, well, you know what day it is. And if you can't figure it out, count back 78 days and you'll figure it out. Or maybe just read into the revolving symbol right there next to it. Maybe you can figure out what it is. So, yeah, we're watching the Durham hearing, and it's really depressing, man. I mean, you know, we hear the clear truth coming out of the day coming out, and the problem is that it doesn't matter anymore, right? We hear the truth, and it comes out, and it's naked out there in open daylight. Everybody can see it. Now, who gives a shit? Doesn't matter. We'll just lie more. I mean, it's like these Democrats aren't going to quit. They're not going to stop doubling down on this stuff. They're just going to keep lying more. So, you know, Jerry Nadler gets his incontinent big fat face up there, right? And he just sits there and spouts all sorts of lies, redirects the whole thing, how all of this is a tool of the crooked Donald Trump, the evil dictator that is the authoritarian here, and all this and that. And, you know, if you've been watching me long enough, you know that this is all the Saul Alinsky rules for radicals crap, right? Where they blame everything on you that they're doing, right? And this goes, it just look throughout all of the Democrat policies, everything, or the shit they're trying to pull off. And then they always, like, for example, racism, right? Who's racist? Who's really racist here? The Democratic Party, because we're constantly, or the liberals who are constantly focusing on having to see skin color. Whereas us, right, the ones that are being called racist, we were the ones that are trying to say, hey, you know, Martin Luther King said, you know, the content of your skin, the character rather than the color of your skin and all that. Yeah. So anything, you know, and they're the racist ones, but yet they're screaming at us that we're racist. So that kind of shit happens all the time, you know, and so now the same stuff is going on with just everything. So anyway, let's just take a quick hop through the thing. I gave you an extra different camera angle here. See, hi, right? What's going on? And you know, I know that sometimes I stress y'all out because I'm a little, you know, I don't know, doomsday, Armageddon sometimes, you know, maybe a little dark, little wrath of God kind of, you know, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So I have this area over here for your relaxation because I realize that, you know, unlike me, you have to take your own Zen moments. So this area I have provided for you over here, right? And every now and then I got to touch that and get a little juice. And so, yeah, just check it out. Zone out over there if anything I'm saying to you just freaks you out too much or makes you sad or anything like that. You know, just go over there. So, righto, let's look at what we've got going on in the news. I showed you that. The hearings are interesting. We'll keep an eye on it. And if there's anything really interesting, we'll bring it to you later or in a couple of short shows. Hey, I'm going to make some short shows like 5-minute, 7-minute stuff. So let me show you this. See what you think of this. Isn't that cool? Yeah, man. I can't have a really long 2.5-minute intro, right? I can't have a really long 2.5-minute intro for my 5-minute shows, right? That would be stupid. So I came up with that actually a while ago, but I thought share that with you. So just go, wow, that is the coolest logo I've ever seen. Like, subscribe, share down there, and the thumbs up, and all that stuff that you got to do to make me happy, crappy with the algorithm you need to do. So get on it and go after it. Get after it. So let's get after it. Right. So what's going on, man? Wow. Okay. Yeah. Hunter gets off. is infuriating to me. The fact that Hunter Biden, this guy, where is he? This waste of a. Now, look at this guy. This guy is the most disgusting, foul human being, if you even want to call him a human being, I've ever seen. I mean, my God, look at that ash is getting ready to come off that smoke. It's about burned to nothing, right? And he's got both hands on his dick. Or alternatively, he could have one hand on his dick and the other on his ball sack. I'm not quite sure. But you see, that's what's going on right there, right? And who the hell's taking the picture? I don't know who the hell would want to even be in that room. But, this right here, this is the face, right, of total white privilege, right? Tell me it isn't. Tell me this isn't white privilege, right? That this guy, this son of a bitch, in comparison to this guy right here, check this guy out. Now look at this. I love this juxtaposition. This is just beautiful, right? White, black. Oh, clean, right? Kind of tattooey and unclean, right? Night and day, white and black, privileged and not, right? These sons of bitches are the ones that are supposed to give a shit about black people. Yet this guy went 3+ years to prison for just exactly, and I mean exactly what Hunter Biden did. Now, you explain to me, right? You explain to me what the sense in that shit is, right? Explain that to me. Tell me why that's okay to happen, right? It's not. But it's because of this damn machine, right, we've got going on, right? Let's watch this for a second. Because it's all about the lies that we've been told, right, forever and ever and ever. But let's take a little tour and a montage of the lies, shall we?
They're doing it to try to influence the election for Donald Trump. 17 of our intelligence agencies have confirmed to influence our election.
There's ample evidence that was known long before the election, and even in most cases long before October.
Other experts are now saying that the Russians are releasing these emails for the purpose of actually helping Donald Trump.
But there's no question any longer. The Russians actively interfered in our election to help Donald Trump. There is no hoax.
I think there's plenty of evidence of collusion or conspiracy in plain sight.
There are a lot of things have an impact on the election. This certainly was one of them.
It was ordered by Vladimir Putin. He sought to help Donald Trump and to take down Hillary Clinton.
New documents released by the Justice Department are giving us more information about the infamous Steele dossier. The document was compiled by former British spy Christopher Steele and alleged that the Trump campaign was coordinating with Russia.
Have you seen any evidence that this dirt, these emails, were ever given to the Trump campaign?
Not so far.
Candidate Trump was not the subject of that investigation. We didn't know whether we had anything.
Special counsel Robert Mueller has been appointed to investigate whether the Trump campaign conspired with Russian operatives.
We found insufficient evidence of the president's culpability.
Igor Danchenko is accused of lying to the FBI, and he's facing felony charges.
CBS News confirms the Democratic Party and Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign helped pay for controversial research into President Trump's ties to Russia.
The DNC and Clinton sources have denied any knowledge of any connection to Fusion GPS.
A giant and very dangerous hoax. That's how Donald Trump described the Russia collusion probe after special counsel John Durham released his final report this week.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, the Durham report, I tell you, we're watching the hearings, and like I said, just don't bother. I'll bring you the highlights tomorrow. That's why you watch me. But, it's just disappointing, guys, because, they go on, and what happens is because Durham is such a good boy, and he's a rule follower. Everyone on our side is rule followers, right? I mean, this guy is real stern and, You understand what I'm saying when I'm talking about a rule follower, don't you? Right? So when he gets asked questions by Jerry Nadler, who wants to set him up for the perfect soundbite so they can go on the news, the CNN, the MSNBC, and the Fox News, and all that shit, sets him up, and he says, well, isn't it true that this and Donald Trump? Yes. And isn't it true that this happened and blah, 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 and you didn't include it in your report? Yes. And isn't it true that yes. Right? And then what ends up happening, right, is that you get that stuff on the news and it plays 24 hours a day, and all the shit that the Republicans had that they planned on talking about, and they do talk about, right, gets completely drowned out. It doesn't get covered. Only one half gets told. Only one side of the story gets told. Unless you're listening to alternative news media. And so that's why, I'm sorry, but I have a tendency to be jaded. You see what I'm saying? I just, I get tired of the same things that come out. And I mean, by my God, at this point, it's like, why in the world hasn't anybody gone to jail? Because, I mean, at this point, I would have thought, had this much information come out, that it would have been absolutely impossible, right, to dispute, right, and that somebody would be held accountable. But the accountability just isn't there anymore in our country. It's just gone. And I'm sorry I'm not looking at the camera right now, but, I'm curating the next story, and then we'll be out of here. I'm trying to do things a little bit different today. I don't want you to get dizzy with all the scrolling, so I'm trying to do the scrolling off screen. I think you should appreciate that. I try every day. I work so hard to improve the quality of this media. Like I said, we've got the Zen Corner over here that you've got to enjoy. You've got to stick with me, right? Like, subscribe, share this with all your friends, right? Your family, anybody that will stand listening, right? So, right, check this out. Look at this. Megyn Kelly tweets, ugh, when we were in New York City, the private schools were lying to parents about secret gender manipulation of kids. Now it's becoming policy for the publics, too. These are very dark days. She's been really, really, really affected by this transing thing. And so she's become almost an activist. And, they are dark days when the public school system is lying to us. But that's what's going on here. I mean, and again, why is this happening? I always want to direct you to why. Let's go back and let's talk together. Why is this occurring? This is occurring because of cultural Marxism. I've talked to you about this before. It's to get to separate the kids from the parents, and it doesn't matter what the issue of the day is, whether it's racism. They've been teaching the kids that the parents are backward Neanderthals for years. They've been trying to separate the children from the parents. And I can't remember, Finney's the guy name. Look him up. I think it's Finney. The roots of the public school system were always about separating the children from their parents because of their Neanderthalic thoughts. He was not a Christian. As a matter of fact, the origin of public schools originally came along with biblical teaching, and the Puritans, and many of them set up the school systems, the public education, the education of children in mass, okay, or in groups, and they didn't like that at all, because they realized that in order to be able to break the mindset, that they had to break the family structure, and they had to break the meme, right? The meme, I mean, the Jordan Peterson discusses meme, sociological meme that passes on the pattern of behavior, the set of memes that says, I will replicate the children. We will take the children, we will teach them what they need to know. We will essentially make the small disciples. We will replicate versions of ourselves, and then our children will be like us. I mean, isn't generally that the idea? Right, but then the progressives came along, and the whole idea of progressivism. And I understand that things change and things evolve, and children are going to, not always have things in common with their parents, right? That seems to make sense to me. I get that, right? You're always going to get the, oh, Dad, you're just out of touch. you're just old and you know, you don't know what's cool anymore and all that shit. Okay, fine, right? But what the fuck is going on when all of a sudden our kids go, you're a psycho. You need to be in a re-education camp because you're hateful and you're a fucking Nazi. And you hate transgender people, and I'm gonna go dye my fucking hair Kool-Aid color. What the hell is that all about? For fuck's sake, right? What for fuck's sake? Every day again, I get up and I wake up and go, wow, man, dystopian reality, people, right? Holy shit. This is not the country I grew up in. I don't recognize it anymore. Right, that's it. Just don't. So, you know, I skipped over some stuff. I'm trying to make some shorter shows because I realize most of you have busy lives and also the attention span of fleas. And maybe I'll make some additional smaller shows for my more solid fans that really want to listen to what the hell I have to say because they realize that I know what time it is, okay? And that I'm bringing a sense of urgency to people that need a sense of urgency. And they need people on a daily basis to remind them, right, that don't let your guard down, okay? The banks didn't go down today. All the money, everything didn't fall apart. Thank goodness. I'm going to go get my generator tomorrow, right? But I'm going to get my backup, a new generator because it's pooter putting and it's not right. And not sure that Harbor Freight's going to be there that much longer, honestly, right? So, but I don't want to leave you on a negative, sour, down note. No. I want to leave you up and I want to leave you encouraged to say, especially if you are in Christ, don't worry, right? There's nothing to worry about. If you're in Christ, he's got us. It's going to get weird. It's going to get interesting. And it may even be painful, right? Jesus doesn't insulate us all the time from all the pain, right? That's not the point of God. But he gives us the character to walk through that pain. And he gives us the courage to walk through fearful and scary situations. So just know that if you're in Christ, nobody's going to rip you out of the Father's hand. And even if you die, you know where you're going. So, hey, shit. What do we have to worry about? Not a dang thing. Not a dang thing, right? So you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to just leave you with my lightning logo on the way out instead of my mooing elk. So we'll see you soon. Maybe we'll see you with another show today. I've got a looser kind of day today, and I might be able to pop another one in. So, hey, it's TruthSlinger, and I am out of here.